Okay, here we are, Dan Brown from MGE Management Experts, and we've got Dr. Aaron Knopp here from Tennessee, and he's a Power Program client. Dr. Knopp, thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah. Dr. Knopp, tell us a little bit about where you're from, what your practice name is.
Okay, well, we live in a little town in the beautiful mountains of Northeast Tennessee called Greenville. I am the owner of ABC Family Dentistry. I've been there 12 years now, and just a family dentistry place. And
great, and it's just basic dentistry, restorative, or not necessarily?
Basic general, yes, yeah, nothing too fancy, but yes, yeah, general dentistry.
Good. Dr. Knopp, maybe you could paint the picture a little bit of what things were like prior to the Power Program and coming to MGE. You had been in dentistry for how long at that point? And tell us a little bit about what the practice was like before MGE.
Okay, yes, I'd been out for 8 years prior, doing military and community health center, and was ready to get my family settled in an area and build a relationship in the community. So purchased a practice that was just open 2 days a week. It was a part-time practice in Greenville, and it was a big struggle. It was anything that could go wrong or was wrong, experienced it, and it really, defeats one purpose, especially when your passion's in dentistry. And I don't know how much you want to get in the details of
I'd love to hear some of the, like you say, struggles, what kind of struggles?
This staff was the main issue, just in not dealing with it, and it getting more of the staff running the practice than the doctor, and just letting that happen, and very toxic staff in that regards too.
Got it.
So that was a big thing, and then just trying to get established in a small town, it was a little bit hard. I didn't really put any emphasis on marketing, things that you learn that are very important, especially through this program, but just in general, you need to, things you need to emphasize on, and I was not. I was just wanting to do as much dentistry in a day as I could and just work hard and kill my body, but, just produce.
Gotcha. Okay. You found MGE. You
Yes.
put in the system. Here we are today on an expansion perspective. If we take a look at where you started, kind of collection production range, as compared to where you are today, are you the same size, 1.5 times? What percentage of growth would you say that you've had since you've started with MGE?
I'm not good with math, Dan, but it's been exponential. I'll say that. I mean, I'm going on my 4th year at MGE. I know I've been the most steady of clients, but when you come and you implement, it works. So I'd say we started staff-wise, 2 assistants, 2 hygienists, and 2 front desk, and now we're up to 4 front desks, 2 managers, an associate, and 2 hygienists and 3 assistants. So, and we're still growing. So, I mean, still potential. So, that's, of course, caused production and collections to go up. And now I have a team, through the MGE training that, I love coming to work. I used to, before, I hated to come to work, and I was getting burnt out, and it was miserable. But, I get this team together, and we have fun. It's enjoyable, and because of that, and when you learn about games and not taking things too serious, it's just fun. I mean, coming to work, and with that, numbers go up, and it's amazing to see how that's worked out.
Nice. It's interesting when you say staff was, the biggest issue. Now, you got 2 of your managers here right now. They're awesome.
Yes.
Credible. Seem like they're carrying the show a bit.
Yeah, I let them.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the difference now with what you see with these managers as compared to what was happening before.
There's one, I feel like they have my best interest at heart, but not just mine, the practice, the community. We're out there, they believe in the mission. And with that, they're also willing to make the sacrifices to learn and train. Just like, when we come down here, it's not easy on everyone to come here with families and stuff, but I can see the excitement in them and even other staff I brought down that, the kind of a change, a light bulb, I guess, goes off, and it's like, wow, I mean, it's amazing. It's great for my practice, but it's also good for their family. So, I mean, that's nice too, to have, like I said, we're part of a community, we're a family, so we have to treat the whole thing as family, not just the business aspect, which is important, but also relationships and stuff too.
Nice. And, notwithstanding the financial success that you've had and increase in profitability, and, it's nice that the finances are better under control and doing better. But beyond the financial aspect and improvements that you've had, what has the MGE Power Program given you outside of just the kind of financial aspect?
It's been eye-opening in regards to this technology. I mean, things that are so basic and seem common sense that were just absent from my mind, and how to, handle situations, how important certain, technology is, the communication especially. So it's helped my relationship with my kids, which is very important. And, it's gotten me out of my comfort zone a lot too in that regards, and trying to be more outgoing, because I'm a bit of an introvert. But now I'm getting out of that shell and trying to, just go out and do stuff I haven't done or was not comfortable doing. Yeah.
Great. Fantastic. Hey, when you first came on and looked at the Power Program, when you were considering it, I'm sure that, like many other Power Program clients, before they came on board, they had concerns. What were your concerns before you jumped on board and did the Power Program?
Well, the time in my life, I was going through a lot of personal issues, and it was hard to really commit to anything at that. And of course, seeing, was this something I can implement with the staff? And at the time, I couldn't, but I knew it was a good thing. And I was like, well, I'm going to just begin. But and the finances, is always a big thing on that. But when you know the importance of something, and just like in any line, you find a way to do it. I mean, and that's what it was. So.
Took a bit of a leap of faith, sounds like.
A big leap of faith, because it's like you're trusting these people with stuff you never heard of, and can seem foreign to somebody on the outside until they learn it, and how, like I said, it is basic, but it's still totally different, but it works in so many ways, and so it's this, and I tend to, that leap of faith I tend to take, if it feels good, and I guess the spidey sense, I don't know, but so it was, and I'm glad I did, but yeah, it was good.
Nice. Well, on that point, think of other dentists who are sitting on the fence. Like, do I trust these people at MGE? Is this going to work for me? We're not incentivizing you in any way to be doing this, right?
No, happy to do it though.
Yeah, great. And so on that point, why would you want to even spend some time to tell other dentists about this? And what would be your communication to them about the program? What would be your advice with regards to looking at the Power Program and such?
Just do it. I know that sounds like a leap of faith, but everything we've talked about, you're like, Aaron, just trust me, and I've been burnt a lot, and so trust is a bit hard. But I was like, okay, Dan, we'll do it, and it's worked. So I mean, y'all know what you're talking about. Y'all are, this is like for real, and it's not just, other places will push certain things down. You're like, oh, it's only this or it's only that, and it's a, y'all put it all together, but basic, and so for any other dentist considering it, I mean, it is a big investment, but the returns, you can't put just financially. It's also, interpersonally, and this makes you a better person. I mean, I know it sounds kind of wishy-washy, but I mean, we've seen such great growth in our practice, and as a dentist, we're kind of just in the weeds a lot, and coming here pulls you out of the weeds. Like you said before, you got to get out of that bubble, and get this rejuvenated. It's feels so good, and then you come back and it's just like you're ready to go to another level, and it's nothing, weird about it. It's just application of this stuff we learn, and it's that easy. And having a team that's on board has been the greatest thing. So I'd recommend any dentist that does do this. I tried it by myself for 2 years and didn't get as far as I'm getting now with, having a staff member come, or 2 or 3. So I think that's very important. That's probably the biggest takeaway for our practice growth, is having, that staff that's wanting to do that. I guess I can be real. I had my regrets. I mean, I came, 2 or 3 years ago, and I was wanting to drop out. And so, I talked, how you'll talk to everybody, and then they, made me see that, what a grave mistake that would be. And I'm like, okay. And then they were right. It would have been a grave mistake if I did it, because it's like I wouldn't be where I am. I know I wouldn't be where I am. And, you can't, we always think of, sliding doors. What if I took this door, not this door? And, and I talked to my staff about, my office manager's like, would y'all be working, would you be here? Would I still have that toxic staff? I don't know. But all I know is that it's gotten me the results that I need, business, financial, personal. So, oh yeah, it's good. And
said like a true business owner. I mean, everything coming out of your mouth is a business owner. So you've really become a CEO of your practice. This is what I'm seeing.
I really have. And I didn't take responsibility for that in the beginning, early on. I was just there to do my job like I was an employee of my own office. And then once my personal issues were resolved, I had to take over everything, and I knew I needed help. And that's where y'all came in, and it's like, all right, you got to be in control. There's not going to be a lucky scratch off that's going to secure my future. I got to do it. So, yeah.
I like that. No lucky scratch off. Yeah. Good. Doctor, what's next? You've got the practice rolling well. You've got great staff. It's expanding. Where's this all headed?
Well, my plan is to, of course, keep expanding, adding doctors, and then start, growing our culture to other areas in around Tennessee, Northeast Tennessee. I just started a emergency clinic, especially with the coronavirus, and only emergencies were being seen at the time. I'm like, well, why don't we start a clinic just for emergencies and offer extended hours, because most people can't get off work till after 5 and they have nowhere to go. So we now started a clinic where we open to 8, and we're going to start Saturday soon, which is no one in the area is doing. So I know a lot of big towns do it, but not in our little area. So, and it's, really caught on. And once we work out the staffing issues, we'll have it going good. So,
fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, Doctor, thank you for taking this time. So impressed. Great stuff.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you for everything, man.
Hey, absolutely welcome. And we'll watch this space. I'm anxious to see what the future holds.
All right. Good.
Now, for you watching this, you too could have this same success. The MGE Power Program has helped over 1,200 of your dental colleagues make a combined $9.9 billion in additional revenue. And yes, that's billion with a B. And to give you an idea, after the first year of doing the program, the average Power client sees an 89% increase in collections. Within 5 years, it's a sustained 232% increase. What would that mean to you? Well, if you're collecting $50,000 a month on average, that's about $95,000 a month after 1 year, and $166,000 a month 4 years later. Even better, these doctors are doing these numbers while focusing on patient care, doing the type of dentistry they love to do, not just what the insurance covers, having a great team and enjoying coming to work in the morning, assuming control of their practice and schedule, being able to take time off and not working excessive hours, being able to sleep at night because they feel secure about the future of their practice, and knowing that they always have unlimited access to a top MGE consultant to get help and solve problems together. And what makes this all possible? Revolutionary education and coaching on practice management systems that not only work, but that continue to work again and again as their practices grow. It's truly a case where some extra work now makes your life and the rest of your career far more rewarding. So what's next? Well, you need to find out if the MGE Power Program would be a good fit for your practice. And listen, don't wait. Enrollment for this year is limited. So go to mgeonline.com/power program and fill out the form today to learn more. Or call us now at 1-800-640-1140. We're here and we're ready to bring these same results to you. We want you to succeed, and we know how to make that happen.